Hi everybody, this is Ginger in this Ginger Chat Show, and I hope you guys are. I'm sorry. I hope you guys are well and is trying to stay cool and keeping an eye to the sky with all the wild weather that's been going on the last couple weeks. Um, since this past week, Burl hit last weekend, and there's still some leftover stuff that needs to be done to do repair and things like that. Some areas are still flooded. Um, so we really won't know what the figures are, when it's all over and everything. Anyway, my name is Ginger, those of you that don't know me, and I live here in Lakewood, Washington. It's cooled down quite a bit now. It is now, let's see, what's the temp now? 78 degrees, which is really not too bad. It's kind of nice. I have the fans going and everything. So, so far no rain, but tonight they're predicting very, very windy conditions. So it's going to be, which is fine because it'll push out the humidity, push out the heat and everything, cool things down. We got some cloud cover, which is not too bad. So, anyway, on other things, regarding the Supreme Court and the stupid, I call it stupid, the immunity ruling. That should never been ruled on. They should have said, no, we're sending it back to the court. We're denying immunity and send it back to the lower court. Send it back to Chuckton and say, do what you need to do. And we wouldn't have this fiasco. But no, the 6 that voted for this immunity ruling need to have their heads examined. I don't care if they're Supreme Court judges. They should not have been on the bench, number one. They're supposed to follow the law, not follow some politician's bidding. Okay? They're supposed to follow the law. Did they follow the law? No, I don't think so. I think they decided to twist whatever they want to twist to their view. That's my thinking on this. If people want to disagree with me on this, that's fine. I'm exercising my First Amendment rights. And as far as I'm concerned, Trump could take a long walk off a very short pier and swim with the sharks. That ruling that they just made, I view as being illegal. I'm not a lawyer, but I know enough law and layman's terms, everything else, that goes against common sense. No president should not be allowed to break the law, ever. They're on equal footing of us, of you and I. And they should not be above the law whatsoever, okay? Now, the only difference between Trump and President Biden is this. President Biden is a trained lawyer. He knows what's what. He used to be a prosecutor before he became a senator, okay? He was a prosecutor in Delaware. Hi, Nancy! And so he knows the law. He knows how things work. He really does. And that's why in 1973, I think it was, he was placed on the Senate Judiciary Committee because he is a licensed lawyer. And he knows, again, he's trained, he knows how things work. Whereas idiot Trump doesn't know how anything works. He doesn't want to learn how anything works. Narcissists think they know it all, but they really don't. They don't know a darn thing in there. I should say damn thing, but darn thing. And uh, so those six that voted for this should be removed from the bench now. And the six that goes in to replace them should reverse that ruling. It say no president, whether it's in or out of the office, they have no immunity whatsoever. I view this, Trump has no immunity, okay? He's trying to run away from his crimes, is what he's trying to do. And he needs to be forced to face the crimes and face the consequences. Right now, he's convicted, okay? Well, they're saying now, well, since he's convicted, he could be overturned and everything else. No, he's not going to be overturned. The judge Mershon said, no, that's not going to happen. And yeah, they said, well, the rules are you can't present evidence and everything else. Evidence has already been presented. It was presented about, what, 3-4 weeks ago? It's already right there. So, I think there's some dumb idiots on the Supreme Court bench. Okay? Mainly Thomas and Alito. Hey, Linda! Nice seeing you! Glad you're back on. Yay! I need more subscribers. Anyway, that's my pet peeve, okay? They're not using their noggins up there. And they're not researching the laws enough. And what they should have not was drag their feet on the immunity ruling. They should, the day they received it, they said, no, we're not going to hear it. It's thrown out. And let the lower courts handle the cases they're supposed to handle. What they're doing right now, those six are doing right now, is obstructing justice, is what they're doing. And that is a big no-no. You know, and again, they need to be removed. And new people put in that know the law, know how it works. And I think another couple of changes that need to be made. I think the Supreme Court needs to be expanded, not 9, but they should be expanded to one judge representing every state. And then work together. That's right, Nancy. That's right. And so, I think they've forgotten the fact that the trial was already done and over with. And I think Judge Mershon should have sentenced Trump yesterday. He should have put him in jail right now and yesterday. Yesterday was supposed to be the sentencing. Well, I don't know when they're supposed to sentence him now. But they should not drag their feet on this. That's okay, Linda. Just do what you have to do. You know, I hear chainsaws going out here too. They're kind of cut back trees and everything else and trying to prevent power outages that's going on. The city goes through and they periodically prune the trees to prevent power outages. So, anyway, we need to push on the Supreme Court. Tell them either A, you reverse the ruling now. Reverse it now. Take away the immunity crap. Okay? The president does his job. The Supreme Court does, Justice does their, okay. The Supreme Court does their job, or Justice Department does their job. The president does his job. The House and Senate do their jobs. No one branch should be over another branch. have to be separate and they need to be equal. That's the way it was set up. If you remember your civics. And frankly, I think well over half of them need to go back to taking remedial civics. Uh, and as far as the Project 2025, they keep what they're talking about, which in many ways they should. I'd rather have a democracy. I don't like dictatorships. I don't like bullies. I detest them. I mean, it's bad enough with Putin. It's bad enough with Un. Un needs to have his butt kicked. And some other dictators that need to be given the boot. Okay? I want a democracy. Now, earlier this week, I don't know if you guys saw it on the news. I don't know if the Legacy News Services has reported on this or not. Great Britain just had their election for Prime Minister. They got a liberal Prime Minister in there. And so the right-wing conservative party had just basically been given the boot. They want democracy and they want things more equal. In what's my other country voted for that? What was my other country besides UK? They had that voted for democracy. I think it's France. Yeah, I think it's France that voted for it and wanted to keep the conservative, right-wing conservative idiots out of the thing. And they said no. Thank you. That's what I thought. Thank you, Nancy. That was my thought too. I thought it was France as well because they just had their elections. So they hold their elections every 4 years, like we do here. So it gives a good indicator of what the trend is. And I think the trend is this. I think President Biden will win by a huge landslide. I mean, really big landslide. People don't want pardon my French. People don't want dictatorships. They hate it. They can see for what it was. We've seen it through history. And what these guys that did 2025 paper, they're a bunch of idiots. Okay? I don't think they know how anything in government works either. And why our government was set up this way. Okay? And dictators and bullies have no place here. They have no place here on this planet whatsoever. If I had my way, I'd shove them on a rocket and send them off planet somewhere. And they could fend for themselves. I wouldn't be surprised down the road once the space exploration gets going and, livable planets. I wouldn't be surprised if there was one planet that's being chosen for a maximum security prison and put people there. The real bad ones, okay? People like Trump, okay? He's acting like a 6-year-old brat, and he needs to be put in his place again. And also my other thing too is this, all in all, the Supreme Court, that ruling needs to be ignored. All the courts, lower courts, middle courts, appeal courts, should ignore the Supreme Court and go, no. No, that's wrong. That's illegal. Because we did our research. We found what you guys did was wrong. So, the other pet peeve that I have, I'm sure many of you have it too, is reactions. 3 viewers, 4 reactions. Okay, I'm just checking my scoreboard here. Uh, the media, they need to, uh, Minus Touch has said, the legacy media. Yeah, I agree, Linda. I agree. Somebody should put him in his place, like now. Okay. The media, the legacy media, they need to stop glomming onto President Biden and his gaffes and his things and things he said wrong. Excuse me, listen to his words, listen to what he's saying, and ignore the gaffes. Everybody's human. To me, age is just a number. It all depends on how healthy you are, how you take care of yourself, and you do your research and everything else. And they need to grow up, as Minus Touches said. The legacy media needs to grow up and start being a little bit more professional. Okay? And, I don't know why they seem to be leaning toward Trump when they know full well, hypothetically, I'm sure it won't happen. But if hypothetically Project 2025 came into action next year, they're going to find themselves cut off too. Because then they can't comment against Trump. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm commenting against Trump now. And if he doesn't like it, well, that's just too bad. Because I dealt with bullies like him before. I dealt with narcissists like him before. And narcissists are the worst people. Yeah, right. And now they got, yeah, that's right, Nancy. That's very right. Uh, they should be focusing on what Trump has done wrong. President Biden has not broken any laws whatsoever, okay? And they keep bringing back this thing about the SIPA files and everything that was found in his former offices. Excuse me? Hi, Dorothy. Nice seeing you. How you doing? I go, well, when they cleaned out the office because they had to vacate it and everything else because it's not going to be used anymore, they found the files, they turned it into the archives and say, hey guys, we found these files here. How they got there, we don't know. And here you go. And so they gave the files back to the archives, which handles national security stuff and everything. They have archives has an arm that handles all the national security stuff for like the CIA and other national security type things. So, they keep calling me, well, Biden broke the law too. And I go, no, he didn't break the law. They were discovered, they were sent back immediately. It wasn't kept or stolen like Trump did. What Trump did, that should have been stopped right then and there. Somebody should have put their foot down and said, nope, those go back to the archives. They don't belong to you. And that's the part Trump doesn't understand and doesn't get. Those are national security stuff. They should have gone back to the archives right away. When they knew when he lost, those should have been packed up and sent back. And no, Trump decided to steal them and down in Florida. Well, you know, there's a law against that. And he should be tried for that. Now, another thing that needs to be done is remove Cannon from the bench. She should not be helping Trump at all. She's supposed to be impartial. Well, I don't think she knows what the word means. So she needs to be removed from the bench, and a judge that handles these type of cases before should be taking over that job. Okay? That's right. That's right. They asked and Trump refused. And somebody should have told Trump, you realize you could go to prison over this? And they should have marched right in, grabbed those documents, and marched right back out. And then put him in a paddy wagon and send him to jail. And they keep, in the thing they keep saying on that when he filed a motion to dismiss the 34 count case, New York case, they keep saying in the brief there, oh, President Trump this, President Trump that. Trump is no longer president. He should be convict Trump or inmate Trump, not president. Trump has despoiled and he has basically established disrespect for the office of president when he was in office. That's what he did. Okay? And he should have never been allowed. He should have been yanked out of there. And if Hillary Clinton was president then, we wouldn't be in this mess, would we? Trump would be in jail. He would have been caught. Well, Trump keeps saying, well, they're weaponizing the Justice Department against me and everything else. No, they're not weaponizing the Justice Department against you, Trump. You broke the law. We caught you. Therefore, you're convicted of one case, 34 counts in one case. That's a felony. And you're going to be going to prison. And then we got 1, 2, 3 more cases to do. And that's 4 altogether. So he's going to be in prison for all this. And those that said, well, the justices that ruled on this immunity thing, nothing's going to change, nothing's going to happen. If you say that, that's telling me you're condoning it. You're supporting those sticks that made that illegal ruling. So, I can say what I want. And I see it, and I tell it like it is, okay? And it really jacks my jaws when I see stupid stuff happen like that. I don't know if you ladies agree or not. But, I really dislike this when the media sits there and keeps glomming on one thing and they're not looking at the facts and they're not talking about the issues that need to be addressed and fixed. Now, one good piece of news that's happened, that there are more jobs for people. So crime has gone down. People saw no reason to commit crimes. They just found a job, they're making money and everything else. And there's new industries that are being created all the time. So, Trump is delusional. And I think now he needs to be in prison. My view. Anyway, I'm getting close to my... Sorry. Getting close to my end of my time here. I want to wish you guys a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Keep your eye to the sky because the weather's still very, very much unsettled. Keep your eye onto the shores, Dorothy. Burl has created a lot of problems, and it also triggered, said according to the Weather Service, it triggered 360 tornadoes that one day after Burl hit Texas. 360 tornadoes. So, yes, you have a great weekend too. I will post this YouTube on my YouTube channel. And I will see you guys on Monday at 1 o'clock. Let me double check my calendar here. Just hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Calendar. Where are we? Calendar. Let's see. 12th. Yeah, I will see you on Monday. At 1 o'clock, as always. Okay? Talk to you later. Love you guys. I need more subscribers for my YouTube channel. Feel free to share. And be sure to insist and persist and push back. Okay? Talk to you later. Love you all. Bye-bye.